What's up, YouTube? I am back again with another episode of our Carolina Panthers Reese Gatlin franchise. If this is your first video that you're watching in this series, why? Go back and start with episode 1, see how we got here. Um, but we are in week 8 now. We are 5-2 after having our best game of the season last week against the Giants. And now we're taking on the 4-2 Panthers. So let's just take a quick look at how everyone's doing so far. Reese Gatlin, our quarterback, is second in the NFL in passing yards and passing touchdowns. Christian McCaffrey, 1,000 rushing yards exactly. Robbie Anderson leads the league in receiving yards and touchdowns. 14th in pass rating. Let's just jump in here and show you real quick where the team is sitting. Reese Gatlin, through 7 games, has 100 completions out of 174 attempts for 2,132 yards, 18 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Recently changed his X Factor ability to Gambler. See if we can cut down on those interceptions some. Rushing. Christian McCaffrey is having an outstanding year. 179 attempts, 1,000 yards, 9 touchdowns, and 1 touchdown for Chuba Hubbard. Robbie Anderson is also having a monster year. 33 catches for 915 yards and 10 touchdowns. DJ Moore, 27 for 524 and 5 touchdowns. Terrace Marshall Jr.'s got 3 catches, 33 yards, 2 touchdowns, though. He doesn't get in a whole lot, but does play in the slot on a couple of times when David Moore has gotten hurt. And has actually more touchdowns than David Moore does, even though he's only caught 3 passes. Defensively, Patrick Onwuasor, I do not know how to pronounce his name. I should really look that up. He's leading the team in tackles. Hassan Reddick, 8.5 tackles through 7 games, or sacks through 7 games. Brian Burns was 7.5. Derek Brown has a couple. Luvu and Jones each have 1. Interceptions, AJ Boye, Jalen Mills, and Dante Jackson each have 1 interception. Our secondary is not helping us out a lot right now. That said, Shaq Thompson does have a forced fumble that he recovered for a touchdown. And he's also got a blocked kick. I do believe that's our only defensive touchdown. It is. So, defense is doing all right. We are first in offensive yards in the league, 25th in defensive yards. We are 4th in points scored and 20th in points allowed. After this week, we should start seeing yearly awards. See if Reese Gatlin is in the hunt for MVP. He should definitely be in the hunt for Offensive Rookie of the Year. And possibly for best quarterback in the NFC. So let's simulate our training. Get that sweet, sweet experience. And just a reminder here, when I'm playing this, I can only control Reese Gatlin in the game. Once he throws a pass, it's up to the receivers to catch it and make something happen with it. Once he hands it off, it's all McCaffrey. Did change up our playbooks to a couple of custom playbooks. So I want to see how that affects things. I'm still letting Coach call the plays on offense. This is a rookie quarterback. He's shown a tendency to throw picks. Gotta love it when that happens. All right, and we're back. Loading into the game now. At least that didn't happen in the middle of the game like it did last time. So, yeah, don't. At least I don't have to go back and replay a game I've already played. That happened with the Giants game. First game we were beating them. We'd won the game actually, and right as we were exiting out of the game after winning it, the whole thing crashed, so I had to go back and replay it, and we actually played better the second time. So, if you've been watching the series, you know I love to establish the run, which, I mean, it's football. That's what you should do.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey.
It looks like we did stop the Falcons from scoring on their first drive, so that's always a plus.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in
But let's see if we can get McCaffrey going here.
You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24,
So 3rd and 2.
30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Robbie Anderson with the catch.
He
has been my go-to guy. I really thought that it was going to be DJ Moore. I'm a Panthers fan. That's why I'm playing the Panthers in this franchise. And, I love DJ Moore. That kid, he'll put it on the carpet occasionally, but he's, a good receiver. I think he's easily as good as any other receiver in the league, any other elite receiver. Some of you might not agree with that last part, but, I mean, you can't deny the kid's talented. But Robbie Anderson in the game so far has just been a better option for me. He's been more sure-handed for me. That being said,
they'll look to throw here. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh, did we get pass interference though?
There is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
We will definitely take that.
Oh, man.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
We will take that in the pass interference in the end zone all day, every day, especially on 3rd down. All right, McCaffrey's got 5 carries for 6 yards. What is up with the Falcons' run defense? This doesn't seem realistic at all. Falcons are kind of terrible.
That's going to go down as a loss.
But he's managed to lose 6 yards on 2 carries.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Speaking of DJ Moore, though, there he goes with the touchdown. And we get points on the board.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
So,
and he's got it past the 30.
Positive yardage. Yay.
A gain of 11 to
Let's,
kick off the drive, and it's a
he's
quick
back
first
up
down.
to 1,000
He was
rushing
well
yards.
over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it?
All right.
Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week?
I mean, ultimately, you just got to run it down their
That's just going
throat.
to naturally continue. Just make sure you feed me the football.
You keep handing McCaffrey the rock, he's going to break something. He's going to make it happen.
Just keep giving it to him.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
His average right now is trash.
Gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation,
all right.
give it to your back.
Wow. See, that's the other thing, is our offensive line is not great.
Brought down at the 50 after a gain of about
Not
5.
great at all.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this under pressure and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1-7-0.
I gotta pay more attention to it. I gotta pay more attention to the pass rush.
5 men in the secondary now on third.
Let's see what we got here. Let's keep McCaffrey back in.
Looking to throw.
Pass blocking. Oh yeah, Dan Arnold got that. How did he drop that? And now it's tied up.
They start on the ground with
So you'll notice I don't have next gen stats on here. I'm playing on PS4 because PS5s are either ridiculous trying to find one, or if you do find one, it's ridiculous paying the amount that they're charging for them. Sorry, it's, you know, no video game system is worth, you know, $800, $900. You know, especially when it retails for $400. You know, a lot of people are out there paying all of these people that are using their bots to buy them out as soon as they become available.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the
that ain't it, Chief.
Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job.
Let's see if we can pull
the ball
the draw play.
On second down, McCaffrey trying to find a lane, but
they are just
and no more. No
not
on the play
getting
there, so
it
that
done.
doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
This is the stiffest run defense that we've played against yet.
Now back to throw. He's going to look deep for Moore.
And DJ Moore coming up clutch.
What a catch. Defender was right there in his shorts. Is that one of those situations as a DB where you just tip your cap and say,
all right,
catch?
Well, you're supposed
let's try this again, McCaffrey.
Competitor, he's not tipping his cap at all. He's upset he still didn't.
Give me some outside runs.
If it's a 50-50 ball or
that's where McCaffrey, in the game at least, does his best work is on these outside runs.
Because if it was incomplete, it would have been 4th down.
Exactly.
The last run got a couple.
I'm about to take over the play calling, so I am not liking what I'm seeing.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's
and there's my interception.
And it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. He's at the 50.
I'm not going to be able to catch him.
The 30. The 20. And he takes
I tried diving at him still. Son of a bitch.
Has a touchdown.
That's on me. I shouldn't have thrown that ball. This Falcons defense, though, is ridiculous. All right, you know what? We're going to an outside zone. Let's see what he can do out here.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And just shutting him off there.
That's what I expect to see out of Christian McCaffrey.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 78 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
I know I should have let go to a 2-minute warning, but we are trailing now because of that interception. And I still want, I want to at least go into halftime tied.
And nobody leaked big play.
Let's run this one to the left, give him more room to work with.
Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is.
And
get the sweaters out, my man.
DJ Moore is
After
injured.
getting tackled, he's still down and looking very
on the other
slow
side of
to
the
get
field.
up. We'll check on his status when we get back.
That's what you want. And it looks like it's his wrist. He's going to the back. It's probably a fractured wrist. All right. We're going to take a shot at the end
Conversion
zone.
on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
What? Okay.
Back to throw. He's going to look deep for more.
Oh, my gosh.
Panther touchdown.
Terrace Marshall just got his fourth touchdown off of the
His
tip.
third touchdown now on the year.
That was pretty good. You know what? I need to see what's going on with DJ Moore. Dislocated shoulder is why he was holding his wrist. Okay? And, wow. Geno Atkins is out for 6 weeks, and that defense is still playing like that. Interesting.
They'll try and start this
So what do you
drive
do
in
if
the air.
I'm the one rushing?
Flushed out right. And able to break
Yeah,
one
keep me from
tackle,
getting
but
the first
then
down.
quickly brought down.
I just noticed that I had a
Nice
goal of
little
getting 10 rushing
Nice
yards.
work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right
And Grady
at the
Jarrett
line of
just got
scrimmage.
injured.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a
You know,
third and about 4 to
Grady
go.
Jarrett couldn't actually create himself in the game because his first name starts with the capital G. And I'm assuming that if it won't let you do that with the last name, that it won't let you do it with the first name either. Tommy Trumbull is actually playing at linebacker. I did not want to take a sack there. Or Tommy Trumbull at linebacker, at fullback. That's what happens when you get distracted by actually playing the game. All right, well, they didn't do anything with that, so.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And
Okay, he got a hand on him, but he didn't.
Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Intercepted.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football
picked up a little
in order
bit
to
there.
win the game.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I'm not running on a third down. That's an interesting wheel play.
Back to throw here.
All right,
Found his
picked up
target.
the
It's
first.
Anderson. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
All right,
I don't care
now
how many
let's get
times
back
we
to the
say
run.
it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why
All right,
they're
we're
able
going
to
back
find
to
him in
the
this type of a
backstretch.
situation.
Because
Dante Fowler in on the stop. Second
this
down
is
and right
crazy.
back to McCaffrey.
See, when he can get that
Ooh, with a
cut
jump.
outside,
He's going to be out of bounds, but
that's where he's getting his yards. And we're over 100 yards with McCaffrey. You know my rule. You got to get McCaffrey over 100 yards if you want to win the game.
Boy, where were these guys performance on the ground. That puts him over 100 yards.
We'd
now
be
for
in
the
bad
afternoon,
shape.
and I
That's where
tell
we'd
you,
be.
He seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Yeah.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
Oh,
and
that was
this
almost
one
another
almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the
All right, you know what? I'm going to let coaches call the plays for a little bit.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first
Yeah, I
down.
said that that's what I was going to do. Coach probably yelled at me. Said, hey, what do you think you're doing?
So they were behind
So I'm going to give the play calling back to the
They
coach.
need to make up some ground, and they did.
Except I am going to put him on a Texas route.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted.
I am
Took
5
a
of
chance
10.
with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Hey, we got the field goal, though. Gave us the lead back. And it looks like we got a good turnover there. Interception,
Now a run
fumble.
with McCaffrey.
Interested to see
And
what
he'll
that
get about
was.
3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that
Okay.
field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough.
That's his first down on a coach called play, I believe.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now.
But we're playing with the lead now, so
football, sustained runs, taking their time.
we're going to try to
Able
not
to
do
break through
anything
that
stupid
initial
here.
contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
We've already gotten
McCaffrey.
one of our top 2 receivers injured. On a running play, no less.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
All right, so McCaffrey's doing pretty good now.
It's been a remarkable
And they're
day
just
at
going to
the
keep
office for
pushing
him
him right
running
up in
football. Those yards just
right up the
continue
middle.
to pile well past 100.
And how about more than
Because that works out
double-digit
so well.
carries in the second half alone?
And he will take
Like it there, where you got a touchdown. See?
touchdown.
Works out so well. I know what I'm talking about.
Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Well,
I am smart player, yes. Oh God, I'm not going to start doing my Russian accent. No one wants to see that.
From the shotgun to
Oh,
McCaffrey.
what?
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
I do not understand that. He had daylight and he just turned and ran right into the pile.
Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal
That
shut
made
it down for
no
2 yards
sense.
or less.
No,
That's when you
they
start to
didn't
feel
stop
good
it from
about
becoming a
yourselves.
bigger run. McCaffrey did.
2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
You would never see Christian McCaffrey do something like that in a real game.
All game on the ground. This is another one that keeps him moving.
All right, we're going to try this again.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay. I mean, we're just going to keep feeding McCaffrey as long as
Grady Jarrett with
he's
the
getting
tackle.
yards.
Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter
So
what you do,
Godwin
you
and
make an
Davis are
adjustment on
talking
defense.
about how we're a
They've
top
had
5
an answer for it.
offense.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to
And
3rd
I mean,
down.
that's true. I'd be a lot happier about it
He'll drop
if
to throw.
this defense
He's
wasn't
gonna
playing
air
so
one out for
ridiculous
Anderson.
considering that it's
And
the
this
Falcons.
is caught. Touchdown Panthers.
Anderson
Robbie Anderson
had to step on him the whole way.
his 11th touchdown of the year.
That gets him 11 touchdowns now. He's having a great year. You know, I'm hoping we see a year like that from Anderson in real life, because we're going to need it. But it looks like pretty much a sure thing that we're going to end up at 6-2 now. I mean, oh, they did score again. You know, so we're only up by 10.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right?
I mentioned that I'm playing on PS4. I'm also playing on PlayStation Remote, so I can play this from my computer to do the recording. Hiccups. And so that's why you get things like this every now and then, where it starts to lag a little bit. You know, the video quality might not be quite as good. You know, if I can find a capture card that I actually like, then maybe I'll buy it and, you know, start working with that. But for now, this is what we got. That should have been picked. I can't believe that Moore went up and caught that.
That's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there from Falcon territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before.
And now Dan Arnold's injured.
Second and right at a yard.
I mean, not like I've been really passing to him anyway.
We've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. The previous run good for 9.
You know, you don't really want your starting tight end and your number 2 receiver getting injured in the same game. 3rd and 1. Yeah, let's run it with him.
How much tread is left on those tires?
We certainly do, but I always think
and he gets the first plus a few extra. You know,
they
were saying in the at the beginning of the game, which you can't hear the announcers, but I can hear them in the headset. But they were saying at the beginning of the game that in an interview with McCaffrey, he said he wanted to get 200 yards this week. So we're going to let him try to get it. He's 15 yards away.
The idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive
12 yards away.
Counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Oh, yeah, there's a first down.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And we're just going to keep running with them.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take
he got the touchdown.
The end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey.
It feels like McCaffrey has more than 40 career touchdowns. Am I wrong? Or is that just rushing? And yeah, I don't care that we're leading them by 17 with 43 seconds left. I want points. So I'm going to take a timeout myself.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts.
I know this isn't how you would really play football,
here in the final stages.
But I'm playing against the CPU, so it doesn't matter.
Now a give right side.
I'm not going to lose because of it. He's got his 200 yards.
But this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand.
And yeah, I could have just taken a knee there, but you know what? Let's see if we can get Ian Thomas. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I got my tight end injured.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
You know what? I'm going to try to run this in for a touchdown. Do I not have... Oh, I might need to switch back to the Panthers
playbook. Run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Because I was not trying to quarterback sneak that at all.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
So I guess I'll be running it in on a off of a passing play. I really want to get a rushing touchdown with this quarterback.
Now this time he'll look to
Not going to happen.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down.
Well, I really wanted to get him a rushing touchdown.
In there to make the sack on what will be the
maybe next week.
In this ball game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this.
So that moves us to 6-2.
I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But
that's right. We haven't had a bye week yet.
More of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away
I ended up completing 10 of 15 for 266 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception.
It's really nice to watch.
Matt Ryan, 22 of 41 for 262 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Wow.
And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots.
No, I want to see the Panthers. He had 42 carries for 200 yards, 2 touchdowns.
So far. And they'll try to turn things around.
Robbie Anderson, 4 for 123 and a touchdown. DJ Moore had 2 for 60 and a touchdown before he got hurt. David Moore had that 123-yard catch to get his first down. Terrace Marshall Jr., 1 catch for 33 yards and a touchdown. He doubled his yardage off of that 1 catch. He's up to 4 catches for 66 yards and 4 touchdowns. No, 2 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. 3 touchdowns. He's caught 4 passes. 3 of them were touchdowns. I don't remember. Who got the interception? Looks like that was the rookie, J.C. Horn. Brian Burns got a sack. Troy Pride got a sack, or half, with Hassan Reddick. J.C. Horn had the 1 interception. All right. I think I should have gotten enough here to get a upgrade. But let's find out. Huh. I did not. I am leading the league, though, in passing yards and looks like in touchdowns. Completion percentage is trash, though. But, passer rating, 113.2. So, that has me number 12 now in the league. Colin Kaepernick sitting at 2,112 yards. Ryan Tannehill at 1,897. Joe Burrow at 1,869. So, that's interesting. Okay. So, yeah, we'll do another game. I'm liking the... You know what? Tell me in the comments. David Moore. Hey, we're going to try to get him up to star development. 2 touchdowns or 100 plus yards. Okay, we can do that. Won't be the first time I've done it. And Devin McCourty. You know what? We're going to disrespect him. 400 plus yards of total offense and a 60 plus yard pass. Okay. I think I can make that happen. I'm not close enough to my level to get it off of weekly training. But you know what? Let's take a look at yearly awards. They should be starting to show those now. Oh, I'm now second in passing yards. But Christian McCaffrey is number one in yards, touchdowns, and carries. And Robbie Anderson's number one in touchdowns and yards. Nope. Oh, that's a hell of a day. 40 of 51. Tom Brady, 2 carries for 8 yards. That's actually really impressive for the old man. I call him an old man. He's 2 years younger than I am. All right. Who's leading for MVP? Christian McCaffrey. Okay. No, that's cool, though. That's cool. He's having a hell of a season. Offensive Player of the Year, Christian McCaffrey. Robbie Anderson. Reese Gatlin is down at 8. Defensive Player of the Year, Brian Burns and Hassan Reddick are at 5 and 6. Offensive Rookie of the Year, your boy, Reese Gatlin. Terrace Marshall Jr. at number 7 with 4 catches for 66 yards. Defensive Rookie of the Year, J.C. Horn's in second. Best quarterback, I'm not even in the conversation. It's probably all those interceptions. But also, I've noticed, though, that with Madden, best quarterback doesn't seem to show created players until it gets to the end of the season. I've had this happen before. Christian McCaffrey, Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore. You would think our offensive line would have some representation in here, considering McCaffrey leads the league in all running back metrics. Son Reddick and Brian Burns. All right. We pretty much know what the stats look like. Let's go out here and beat the Patriots. All right. So let's get into the game. Oh, what I was starting to say a minute ago. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you prefer longer videos where I play 2 games, or if you prefer the videos shorter and I only play 1 game per video. Because I can do it either way. It's just a matter of stopping the recording. Because I'm doing like at least 4 games a day, which is why my last 2 videos I was wearing the same shirt. As soon as this game is over, I'll be doing another video and playing 2 more games.
Today,
but if you prefer, I would split these up into 4 videos, instead of 2, 1 for each game. Let me know. All right, so Patriots did not score on their first possession. We need 400 combined yards. I need a 60-yard 60-yard pass.
first carry of the game for Christian
We
McCaffrey.
also need to get David Moore 2 touchdowns or 100 yards.
Devon Godcho up to make the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at
So
least
they're already talking about me
yardage.
punting.
Another run with
After
McCaffrey on
1
second
run.
down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
All right, I do have DJ Moore back, so that's good to know. Tommy Tremble's playing at tight end.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away.
And we are punting.
Incomplete.
I was trying to knock out a couple of those goals right off the bat. All right, so they haven't scored yet, and at least they don't have us pinned deep this time.
shedding through the defense, and he's able to plow forward up to.
So you know how, you know my rule. McCaffrey gets 100 yards or more rushing, we win games.
There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that carries over to this week as well.
4 yards.
Okay, so now he's getting it moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
New England has 15 passing yards. And I'm laughing at that, but that's 15 more than we have right now.
Across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better
That's
backs
DJ Moore, that's David Moore, Robbie
Slow him
Anderson.
down, otherwise it's going to be a long
Try the play action, see if they'll bite.
He's going to look deep for more.
And David Moore catches his first pass.
That one goes for 30 yards.
Only 30 yards.
Lulled them to sleep there,
At some
so
point,
to
I've
speak.
got to
It was
complete a
all set up
60-yard
on the running game,
pass.
wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it.
All right.
And the Panthers are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set them up first and goal.
Let's see if we can't get David Moore. Oh, that was almost picked off.
It's incomplete.
I did not
One thing that
wait
you're going
long
to see
enough
from
on
this
that.
offense is that they match up with their wide receivers against this secondary.
I want to get
but don't expect them to back
David
away
Moore
from attacking all game long.
one of his touchdowns.
2nd and 9 now.
And there it
Will be
is.
caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. David Moore.
Okay. So they've had 3 drives yet, and they have yet to score a point.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
My, how the Patriots have fallen.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Feeling good about what our defense is doing, though.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. This defense for the Patriots, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you try and run it more? Or do you
Ran right into it.
Make sure you...
I gotta keep reminding myself this is all Madden. I can't just take off like that, like I do when I'm playing on rookie or
As
pro.
they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Pats in 2021, they're on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They
Oh,
now
nope.
have the...
In trouble.
Oh, yeah,
Down
no,
he
that was no
goes.
good.
Back at the 8-yard line. Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
At least I didn't have a goal to avoid sacks this
having
week.
come over from Baltimore. 30 and a half sacks the last 4 years there. They expect him to get to the quarterback frequently in Patriots red and blue.
And David Moore came up getting big again.
He's taken down. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right.
And they'll
Let's
run
keep it on the ground with
inside
McCaffrey.
And he slips
Got it up
past
close
the
to a first
45
down.
before being tackled. 51 yards
He got the
rushing
first
for
down. They
now
gave it
on
to
what
him.
was his
Nice.
10th carry of the ball game.
We use the word relentless.
Let's do it again.
Guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case,
Let's do it again, young man.
His ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving.
Oh, I was saying earlier, too, I was joking around about Tom Brady being an old man.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
But what's funny about that is Tom Brady is actually 2 years younger than me.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep
I
for
might have.
more.
I might not
And
have.
he
I
backs
might.
it away, and it
I can't talk. I probably shouldn't have tried that. And it was McCourty of all
running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help.
You know what? All right, let's get Robbie Anderson. Nope.
Unsuccessfully.
Oh.
Eluding the pressure right.
Did I fall forward for the first down?
But not before picking up the first.
Wow, okay. That's what you're looking for.
Scramble and a nice job, CD got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
I'll run whenever I need to, if it means picking up that first down. I'm just glad I got a chance to. I guess my break sack finally is getting to a spot that.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
Okay.
Dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I tried to avoid that sack.
Defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
And I really liked that play I was calling. Whatever.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores.
Yep, I threw that right to him.
Picked off by Dante Hightower. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Are they going to score off of that? No, they're not. That's not actually what I meant to call.
Hey, check. 54, Mike, 54. Check. Watch 54. You ain't going nowhere.
That's going to have to work.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And way up past the 30.
Is that Tommy Trimble?
He's taken down.
All right. Welcome to the NFL, rookie.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved.
Give me some time to make the pass. All right.
They can split out like
a leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he gets this deep into territory.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big
I wish I knew
and continues to be one with
how many that actually was.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And Moore gets his second touchdown. All right. He should go up to star development now.
As the first half is winding.
And that's probably the last he's going to catch unless I need him for something. Let's get back to the run.
Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now whistles here.
Oh, that's not ideal.
Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up.
Our offensive line was already trash, and now
we'll step aside.
We lost Pat Eflin.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And not much. Maybe
all right, Coach, you're killing me here with this play calling.
We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
I'm not actually seeing the play that I want.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to air one.
Come on, Robbie Anderson.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I'm Trying to get that 60-yard touch or that 60-yard pass now. If I'd known I was gonna need it, I wouldn't have chosen to disrespect McCourty.
He'll air this one deep for Anderson. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Prime example there.
How many yards was that, though? Can I see a play-by-play? That's not going to tell me what I want. Highlights. 57 yards. Oh my gosh. Let's go back to I want to see what that was a 46-yard pass. I don't think I've had a 60-yarder. Oh, that was a punt. $30 yards. Nope, I have not gotten a 30-yarder or a 60-yarder yet.
When they try and go through that
And
type
now
of
I
a
can't.
receiver to get the football, oftentimes that big body, that frame will block them away. And whether the receiver has to elevate or extend, now he has a clear path to the football with the defender usually on his back.
And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown.
Well, David Moore's stepping up for sure.
Third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
It's kind of funny. I talked about earlier that he wasn't doing much, and now he's got a 3-touchdown game. And the Patriots did score. What is going on? I gotta call a timeout just so that we don't get a penalty on our extra point.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Oh, what is this? And is this broken? Is this another thing that... Now the clock's not even moving. Oh, we still need 91 more yards of offense too. Let me try to get this sorted out. Alright, so I had to quit out of Madden, but luckily it's letting me resume the game. So let's see if they'll actually kick the extra point now. If it's still broken, then I'm going to be really upset. EA Sports. Get it together. Fix your game. How did this get released like this? Alright, so we kick the extra point.
As we welcome you to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. We're in the third quarter.
And now we get the ball back.
In possession of the football. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line.
Oh yeah, I need to get that
no gain on the play.
60-yard
It'll be
pass.
second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go.
Okay.
And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Oh,
Keep going.
Here, and he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's no doubt.
Hold on. How many yards did he get there? No. I just had it. Where did I find that just now? Maybe I can't do it. Can I not do it while I'm in the middle
Not
of
many
the play?
guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be.
All right.
It's Anderson.
Touchdown for Robbie Anderson. Gets him up to, what, 12 for the year? Did I not have highlights earlier? Oh, I'm at it. How long is Dan Thomas out for? Okay, so I guess he's back. Pat Elflein's got a strained tricep. All right, but we're going to try for this again. Don't. What is this?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And we got pass
that's going to wind up
interference.
incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That one tipped and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll snag about 5 yards down.
Sorry, I'm being so quiet. I keep forgetting that you guys can't hear the commentary.
Some smiles on his faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in
Let's get
situations
McCaffrey
where
some
the extra
yards.
defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Thought he was going to take that all the way for a minute. All right, we got McCaffrey over 100 yards rushing.
106 yards rushing now for the NFL leader.
As I've mentioned before, that's an important thing to do. See if we can get him a receiving touchdown. Yes, we can.
Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the.
All right, so all Madden has not proven to be the. Wait, no.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Whip, whip.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to air one
Come
out
on.
for Anderson. And
Get 60.
got
All
it.
right.
What a catch on the sideline.
That's a 75-yard touchdown pass. I got the goal.
His second touchdown.
So we'll just run it for the rest of the game unless we need to get a first down. Oh, and
He'll try and burn some clock now.
I've
with
completed
McCaffrey.
90% of my
They're gonna
passes,
snuff this
too.
play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
All right, we're just going to go the other way then.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
Nicely
He's
done.
gonna get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
They've got the 4th-ranked rushing defense. I wonder what the Falcons had.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
These babies crawl the way back home.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one
I
more
just heard
first
someone
down
say,
to
let's
help
make these
salt
babies
this one
cry
away.
all the way back home,
Yeah, this is going to
down
be
on
a
the field.
Panthers first down as he's able
That's
to
some
get
good
this
trash
one past
talk.
the 40. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
I don't think that's the way it would have actually
And
been
he's
said
gonna
on a
pull
real
his way
NFL field.
forward to the 48.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old
Also,
school football players. Isn't
that
it?
does not look
Tough,
anything like
hard,
Matt Rule.
gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at
Like,
that one right
at
up the
all.
gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason
He
to
needs
lighten
to
up
go
now.
ahead and get that face scan
He's
done.
definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Out, 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 out.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That caught by Trimble.
Hey, what the, what?
And he'll go down, but not before
What
getting
was
inside
that?
the 30. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a
What?
good
He
shot
stopped,
pass
looked
game.
back,
First
and
down.
then decided to start
Normally on
running.
3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam
What
down
was
the field.
that?
And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Devon Godcho up to make the tackle.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Switch, switch, switch.
Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
Thought I'd get him
And
another
they
one.
do get him down.
All right,
but not
6
before he's
touchdowns,
able to
445
inside the
yards.
5-yard line.
That should be good for a weekly
Charles,
award,
it's
right?
one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on us.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball, things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.
And we should have gotten David Moore up to star development now, too.
Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
I kind of
So
feel bad for Cam
Carolina-
Newton. He's a better player than that. You know, I loved having him as the quarterback of the Panthers. I was sad when we let him go. Did I not complete 75% of my passes? I could have sworn that I did. Oh, I could have sworn that I was at 90%. But maybe not. Oh, and David Moore got 5,000 experience. Nice. What do we get from McCourty? 1,000 experience. And plus 100 legacy. Okay. Was that quietly the best game that we've had? 400 plus yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. I think that might have been our best game this season. And we're going into field general again. Gets us up to an 81 overall, 82 with morale, +1 awareness, +2 medium throw accuracy. That always helps. So it gets that up to 88. I mean, our accuracy numbers are looking pretty good. Our throw power is great. Break sack's a 92. I guess I need to actually try breaking the sack. Most of the time I don't see it coming. I know. So let's advance the week. Now can we start getting some MVP consideration? Oh, you know what? We'll do one more upgrade. We'll go ahead and do this before we end it. And then we'll take a look at team stats. Gets us up to an 82. Oh, a lot going on there. 82 overall, 81 still, but 83 with morale. +1 awareness, +2 play action, +1 deep throw accuracy, +1 throw on the run, +1 throw power. That was a big upgrade. 94 throw power now. 89 medium accuracy, 88 short accuracy. 85 awareness, 92 break sack. I'm going to have to upgrade Scrambler some if I want to get that speed up. But where am I ranked in the league rankings? Oh, wait, is this our bye week? No. Does this look... Why do I feel like this looks different? Maybe because I'm looking at the before the game. When is our bye week? Yeah, that Giants game. I ended up having to play all total 4 times. Because I got kicked out of it twice. Had to restart. And then it crashed right after we beat it. Or right after we finished it. And then I had to go back through and replay it. Terrible. So we have our week 13 bye week. Still mad about this one where we simmed the game accidentally and lost 31-7. Even madder about this one where my interceptions cost us the game. But alright, so let's take a look here. Second in yards, first in touchdowns. McCaffrey, first in yards, second in touchdowns, first in carries. We're number 1 in points, 17th in points allowed. We are number 1 in yards and 25th in yards allowed. Alright, Reese Gatlin got a weekly award. That's probably why I got the second upgrade. McCaffrey is still number 1 for MVP. Oh, Gatlin is up now to number 6. I believe he was at number 9 before. Matt Rule, Coach of the Year. Nice. NFC, Offensive Player of the Year. Right now we're looking at McCaffrey at number 1. Reese Gatlin at number 4. Right behind Robbie Anderson. I need to spread the ball around some more then. Colin Kaepernick is number 2. Defensive Player of the Year, Brian Burns drops to number 3. Hassan Reddick's at number 5. Actually, I think they're up. Now I think about it. Weren't they 5 and 6 before? I'll have to go back and check. Offensive Rookie of the Year, Reese Gatlin. Terrace Marshall still on the list at 7. Defensive Rookie of the Year, J.C. Horn still sitting at number 2. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. Like I said before, drop a comment. Let me know if you prefer these longer videos like this, or if you'd prefer I only play one game per session. If you like the video, hit that like button. If you're not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button. At the time that I am recording this, I have 21 subscribers. You know, I see some of these Madden players out here saying, hey, we're making the push for 200,000. I'm making the push for 25. After that, we'll go for 50. But, yeah, subscribe, you know, comment, like, share, do all the things. Until next time.